Happy Wednesday. I wanted to come on and just give some gentle neck movements that are really great for releasing tension and stiffness and tightness. This is really good for like eye strain and like Zoom fatigue, phone fatigue, and then also really great if you clench your jaw or grind your teeth. So we tend to kind of gather a lot of stress physically here, but also emotionally, right? I mean, if you just also feel like right now you are bearing the entire weight of the world on your shoulders, these are going to be some great movements. They're gentle movements, nothing that you're going to force. And one of the amazing things, we have so many things. A part of the yoga practice that I love. We have the 8 limbs, and a piece of that is ahimsa. And ahimsa just means non-harming. So just make sure that when you're moving through anything that it's not supposed to cause any sharp pain, it's not supposed to hurt, it's not supposed to ping, or shouldn't be any like weird little fizzing feelings. It shouldn't feel like you're pulling, and nothing like sharp or tearing. So any of those types of things, you're going to back out, and you're really just going to trust that you are the expert of your body, and your body is always speaking to you. It has this beautiful innate inner wisdom that it wants to tell you all the time, and it's always giving us feedback. So we're going to breathe. I'm just going to bring us into some easy breaths. All you need, you don't need anything, but if you wanted to go gather something, you could just gather a towel. This is just a hand towel. Or you could also use a strap for one of the exercises that we're going to do today, but nothing or this. So we're going to go ahead and start with just some easy breathing while people might be going and getting a little towel or a yoga strap. I want to just say, that we're here and you made it. I hope that you were able to take some time today. Maybe you saw me come on live. Maybe you're watching this on the replay. So if you're here, say hello. Let me know how you're doing. If you've watched it on the replay, let me know that as well. I'd love to just say hi. I always check in and see if there's any questions that I can answer. So if you have any questions about what we're doing, just pop them in below and I'd be happy to respond to them. So I'm Lisa, and I am going to be very quickly here starting my next yoga teacher training, Ignite Your Heart. It's a 200-hour yoga teacher training, Hatha Flow. So if you would like to, it's foundational and alignment based. So if you're kind of interested in yoga, you've been deep in your practice, or just like develop your own personal practice with regards to like what it means for you, how to move in your body, how to develop maybe your own home practice, or you kind of have a little bit of interest in teaching, or you just want to know more, let me know. I'd love to chat with you about it. We're due to begin in April, and we'll go for more than likely 9 months. We'll go through December. That's the plan right now. But as I speak to people, we might change that up a little bit depending on the schedule. I like to kind of customize it so it can work for those who are signing up. So let's go ahead and get started. This is just some gentle movements for your neck. So nothing that you need right now. Let's just sit. You're going to draw the core of the belly inward and upward and sit tall. So you're like feeling like your spine is lifting up out of the pelvis. And as you exhale, just send your shoulders back, almost like you're hugging the shoulder blades towards each other on the back. And then just imagine that everything just melts down the back of the body. You might feel just like a gentle rise of your heart. And then you're going to draw the upper ribs in. And then side to the throat back is just going to help align the head lightly over the vertebra. Crown of the head to the sky, just feel your bottom of the body to the earth. And take a couple breaths here. Just start noticing your breath. Breathe in. And breathe out. And each exhale is just melting away just some of that tightness. Take another breath, inhale. And exhale. Feel the tops of the shoulders melt. And let's take one more breath. Breathe in. And exhale. And you're keeping the core engaged nice and lightly. So we're just holding you in the space, right? So everything else can just kind of melt over that foundation. So really important to keep your core nicely engaged. You're going to take your hand and you're just going to place it. I want you to place it like on the side of your, like in front of your ear, on the ear. And we're not going to look left or right. What we're going to do is just gently with the core of the belly. So you're not pressing your hand into your head. It's actually the core of your belly that's initiating that action. You're just going to gently press your hand into your head, and you're going to press your head into your hand, all with that initial core engagement of your belly. And just take a couple breaths here. Don't come out of the alignment though. It's just a very gentle press. And you're just going to take a couple easy long breaths. Again, gently press the hand into the head into the hand. Use the core of the belly, draw the shoulders back, and breathe. And it's just going to help to release some of that tension that gets trapped up in the shoulders and the neck, and even like behind the head, your jaw, your eyes. Take 2 more breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. And remember, this shouldn't hurt in any way. If anything, hopefully it feels good. If it doesn't, don't do it, right? You are the expert of your body. Take another breath, inhale. And then as you exhale, we're just going to switch. So your hand comes to the side of the head. Using the core of the belly, you're going to gently press your opposite hand into your head. It doesn't matter which side you're on. Just trust rhythm. Take about 5 or more breaths here. So I'm gently pressing my hand into my head into my hand. Notice that the alignment isn't changing, and just take long, easy breaths. Sometimes when we do these types of movements, especially in the practice of yoga, or at least my experience, is it kind of will call forward tension, because that tension gets trapped. So as long as that's sharp or tearing or fizzing or pulling or pinging, the sensation of tension, you can kind of imagine that as it rises, it's just like releasing off your body. So take a couple more breaths here. If you feel tension, let it rise. Let it move through your body and out of your body, right? Imagine it's just through your body, out of your body, right? If it's all stuffed in and kind of like hidden, right? You can't find it, right? But we want to acknowledge it so we can release it. Take 1 more breath here. Using the core of the belly, exhale, release the hand. And just take a couple breaths to just notice kind of what happened. Again, you might feel like some tension rising, like, oh yeah, back of the neck, upper back. And just trust that we're calling that up and forward so we can release it and let it go. All right, the next one is going to be both palms just in front of your, I want it to be like up. So you have a couple places. I love the cup, right? So I like to cup my eyes. And I'm going to press my head gently into my hands and my hand into my head. And it really feels good to kind of put the heel of your hands right on the cheeks. That might feel good. But another one is up on the forehead. So I just kind of want you to explore that space. Some of you might be the whole face, right? For me, it's usually the eyes. And this is really great for like computer fatigue and Zoom fatigue. So you're just going to press, and I'm pressing kind of into my forehead. Use the core of your belly, and you're going to take about 5 to 7 breaths here. You're gently pressing your head into your hands and your hands into your head. You're not doing anything that feels painful, nothing that's sharp or tearing or pinging or pulling. It's just a very gentle, like pressing into the head into the hand, and I'm not moving out of alignment. If you feel anything funky, you're going to lighten the pressure. And if anything, maybe just place your hands, right? It doesn't even have to be any pressure. You could just place your hands over your eyes and just give your eyes a rest, right? So beauty of yoga is, it's always a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And in my opinion, there's not like one cookie cutter way to do something. I know we speak a lot about alignment. You're going to go about 3 more breaths. And alignment's beautiful, but not forsaking your body in any way, right? We're not trying to click the body into any spaces that's going to hurt the body. And everyone is different. So some alignments are going to feel really good for some people, and some are just not going to work. So you're just going to trust the feedback from your body. You're going to use your inner guidance. Take 1 more breath here. Breathe in And as you exhale, I like to kind of just sweep everything away, kind of let it go. And take a couple breaths, just letting what happened happen. All right, core of the belly still engaged. We're now going to bring the hands behind us. And you're just going to bring them to the low part of your head, whatever feels good. Your fingers can be interlaced or out to the side, whatever feels right in your body today, right? Like right now, I'm kind of pressing my fingertips into the back of my skull. That feels good, as does just interlacing the fingers. So draw the core in. And what we're going to do, though, is you want to press the back of your head into your hand or your fingertips, and your fingertips into your head, and keep the back of the neck long. Okay, so nice space, just imagine between all the vertebrae. Could even breathe breath between the vertebrae. Keeping everything nice and long. Notice that the chin is still neutral, right? And take about 3 to 5 more breaths here. And just gently pressing the head into the hand or the fingertips, and the fingertips, the finger pads into the back of the head. And just breathe. No sharp pain, no fizzing of the joints, no impinging of the body, backing out of anything that doesn't feel right. Okay. Keep the core engaged. You are releasing tension and stress. You're releasing tightness, worry. Just giving yourself a little break in the middle of the day. Go 2 or 3 more breaths here. Using the core of your belly so everything else can be released. You'd be amazed at how just lightly engaging the core releases tension everywhere else. Go 1 more breath. Breathe in. Keep the core engaged. Exhale, release, and you might even feel like a lightness. A lightness might return. Again, no sharp pain, no fizzing of the joints, no impinging of the body. You're backing out of anything that doesn't feel right. Okay. So now I'm going to take my towel, and I'm demoing on a towel because we more than likely all have some type of towel in our house. Not all of us have yoga straps, but you could also use a scarf. So I'm just going to make this into a nice long rectangle, and I'm just going to wrap it behind my neck, and I'm going to hold on to the edges. So same thing, nice strong core, lift up out of the pelvis, draw the shoulders back, breathe in. And now you're going to gently pull the towel away and press the back of your neck into the towel, chin neutral, very important. Take a couple breaths here. And it doesn't mean that you can't make other movements in the body. I mean, some people might want to shift side to side and up and down, but it's not what I'm walking us through today. You're going to trust your body. Breathe in. You're always keeping your body safe. You are the expert of your body, and you're just kind of as much pressure as you like. You're kind of pulling the towel and pressing the back of the neck in. And this is going to draw in tension and fatigue, right? Because you're engaging the core of the belly, the body, the shoulders, the arms. So it's okay if you feel fatigue, right? It's actually muscles firing off, and maybe they haven't in a while. But also, really nice to just kind of sense in the body, like, okay, so what is the difference between fatigue in my muscles from being like maybe active and holding tension? And is like our body and our mind, do we know the difference, right? Some discomfort is healing, and we invite that in. Some discomfort can invite an injury. So the more aware you are of that, the better, right? The more wisdom you have to carry through your practice. Go a couple more breaths, breathe in. As you exhale, just melting tension away. Maybe you're feeling that more fatigue as you hold this through the muscles, and that's okay. So okay. All right, from here, now this one's going to be a little interesting. So I'm going to show you this. What I'm going to do is my towel's really short, so I need to shift down a little bit. So notice how I have this up high and I have one side at its longest. So nice strong core. All I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap the towel up and over. Actually feels really good. And then I'm just going to gently breathe in, and I'm going to move towards the towel. And again, you're not doing anything, right, that hurts the body. You certainly could fold if that felt good. Release the shoulder. So many spaces between this where you can be. And some people might not like this, especially if you're using a towel and you feel like, it's a little bit too much on the throat. That's okay. Don't do it. Could use a scarf, or you could be here. But I'd be really gentle with the movement side to side, right? Forward, back. Go about one more breath here. Breathe in. As you exhale, I'm going to unwrap, draw it down, core strong, inhale, up and around. So here I can just push and kind of push into each other. I look to the side if that feels good, or I could draw it down. And again, you could just be here. But the movements of the cervical spine, just be really gentle. I mean, movements of the entire spine, but we just want to be really, really gentle. These movements aren't meant to be big and sweeping movements. They're very, very gentle. Take one more breath, breathe in. As you exhale, you're going to unwind. And the one of my favorite silly ones, but I just love it so much, is you're going to pull forward here, and they're just very gentle. So as I draw the towel to one side, I'm going to look the opposite side. And again, not big sweeping movements. These are like micro movements. Nice strong core, and it's just movement, looking away as you draw the towel to the other side or the strap. Move to the other side. You're breathing in and breathing out. And then come back. Go ahead and release the towel and just kind of roll through your wrists. Core still engaged. You're still breathing long and easy. Switch, go the opposite direction. And kind of like, I don't know, yeah, flick the fingers. And then we're just going to bring the backs of the palms together. Or yeah, backs of the hands together. Take a breath, inhale. And exhale, just see if you can draw your elbows down, but no sharp pain. But this is really great for all the typing that you're doing. You know, if you are working at your laptop all day, your computer all day, you're drawing the shoulders back. And then let's just go ahead and bring the palms together and press the palms in. And just notice how my elbows are about the alignment of my bottom of my wrists. And then fingertips, kind of like pulsate. And that'll release some of the tension in the wrists. All right, and then shake it out one more time. All right. Well, thank you for joining me. If you'd like, say hello. Let me know if you have any questions about what we did. Let me know if this was helpful for you. Would love to hear from you, answer any questions that you have.